Welcome to How to Live in Japan channel. In today's video, I will tell you about filing a tax return or kakutei shinkoku. If you do it, there's a possibility that you get back your overpayment or your tax for the next year will be reduced. And if you don't, you may have to pay a penalty. Let's take a look to the end and reduce unnecessary expenses so that you can have a good life in Japan. What is kakutei shinkoku? Kakutei shinkoku is to file and finalize your annual income to the tax office. Taxpayers working in Japan pay two main types of taxes: resident tax and income tax. These taxes are calculated from your annual income and tax deductions. In other words, when you report the amount of income and tax deductions to the office, the tax amount will be calculated based on that document. If you are eligible for this procedure, you are obliged to do kakutei shinkoku. Usually, if you are an employee, the company you work for will submit income and tax deductions documents to the tax office at the end of the year, instead of your kakutei shinkoku. This is called nenmatsu chose. Please watch other videos for more details on nenmatsu chose. We made a video about nenmatsu chose. Please watch it. You can click the link in the description box below. So, does it mean that a company employee doesn't need to do this kakutei shinkoku anymore? No. Some of you need to do it. And if you don't, you will just lose your money. What kind of people should do it then? These persons have to do the kakutei shinkoku. First, sole proprietor. These people do not belong to the company, so no nenmatsu chose. It means you have to report your annual income and tax deduction to the office by yourself. Next, people who have a second job and earn more than 200,000 yen. The money for the second job is not calculated by nenmatsu chose. You need to do kakutei shinkoku even if your main employer already did the nenmatsu chose. But if your second job's income is less than 200,000 yen, you don't need to do kakutei shinkoku. Next, people whose annual income is 20 million yen or more. People who did Furusato Nose. Furusato Nose is not deductible in nenmatsu chose. Furusato Nose is such a wonderful system, but if you do not do kakutei shinkoku, eventually, money you bought for Furusato Nose will be on you. Don't forget to file for kakutei shinkoku. There is also a video about Furusato Nose, so you can click the link in the description box. I really recommend Furusato Nose. You can buy various items at your own expense of 2,000 yen. Next, people who do not belong to the company due to the reasons such as changing jobs at the time of nenmatsu chose. You should do kakutei shinkoku too. Overpaid money will be returned with high probability. Next, people who missed reporting any tax deductions item for nenmatsu chose. Tax deduction items that can be applied for nenmatsu chose, for example, spouse, dependent, life insurance, fire insurance. And if you forget to apply for these items, you can apply for them in kakutei shinkoku. By the way, you can get back money for tax deductions you missed in the past 5 years. If you missed applied tax deductions, you should apply now and get back overpaid money. Next, people whose medical expenses exceeded 100,000 yen. There is a tax deduction for medical expenses. Persons whose medical expenses exceed 100,000 yen are eligible for tax deduction up to the excess money of 2 million yen. It seems that those for treatment purposes such as over-the-counter cold remedies and hospital expenses are targeted. If your household expenses for medical is high, keep the receipts. Next, people on their first year of paying loan for their house. If you have built a house or buy a newly built house and have a loan for the first year, you should do kakutei shinkoku. Taxes will be deducted from some of the remaining loans. It has a considerable tax-saving effect, so be sure to apply for it. From the second year, nenmatsu chose is available. Next is the period. Kakutei shinkoku period is from February 16th to March 15th every year. The period was extended last year due to a state of emergency here in Japan, but nothing has been announced this year. Applications for 2020 will currently be submitted from February 16th to March 15th, 2021. If your application is delayed or undeclared, you will have to pay a penalty. Don't forget to declare it. In addition, if you want to file a tax deduction for the past 5 years and have the overpayment returned, you can file it at any time of the year. It seems that the overpayment will be transferred to your bank account at the earliest 3 weeks after application. Regarding the residence tax for the next year, the residence tax from June will be cheaper. Next is the declaration method. There are 3 main types of filing methods. You can apply at the tax office, you can apply electronically, or by mail. Electronic applications are only for salaried workers who have paid their hometown tax and who have a medical expense deduction. Freelancers and sole proprietors cannot file electronic filings, so please be careful. If you want to apply electronically on your smartphone, you will need a My Number card, so you should make one now. I also made a video about how to get a My Number card, so please check it in the description box below. Also, on this channel, we plan to upload how to do Kakutei Shinkoku on your smartphone at a later date, so please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel and click the good button. See you in the next video.